All right, so the next trend we're going to take a look at is ionic radii. So for this trend, remember that electrons make up most of the volume of an atom. And then when we make ions, our number of protons stay constant. So there's two types of ions we can make. There's cations, which have a positive charge, and anions, which have a negative charge. So with cations, we have a positive charge, so we lost electrons. And considering electrons are what makes up the volume of an atom, when you have a cation, you will get smaller. And vice versa for anions, right? When you're an anion, you've gained electron, and so you get bigger. And so that's what this picture here shows you. On the left here, you have cations. And so, for example, lithium in its neutral state is bigger than lithium plus, right? This one's 134, I think, picometers. This one's 90, and then vice versa for anions, right? Neutral oxygen is going to be smaller than a -2 charged oxygens. And then the other thing you have to kind of look out for is isoelectronic atoms. So remember, we learned isoelectronic atoms have the same electron configurations, but then they can have a different number of protons. Since protons are what's absorbing or what's pulling the electrons in, the more protons you have, the smaller you get when you're talking about isoelectronic atoms. So more protons equals smaller. So for example, if you look at rubidium plus versus bromide atom, we take a look at our periodic table. Rubidium's over here, bromine is here. One of them is going to gain electron, one's going to lose. They're both going to have the same electron configuration as krypton. So they're kind of both looking like krypton. And so if we draw our kind of picture of the atom, this whole electron configuration is going to be the same. But what's different is what's going on in the nucleus. Right, rubidium, if you think about that one, it's going to have 37 protons because it's the 37th element. And then bromine is going to have 35 protons. Right, so those protons are pulling the electrons in, making the atom smaller. So rubidium will be smaller because it's got more protons, and bromine will be bigger because it's got less protons.